So this week's session went pretty well. I recovered from being sick. I went to the gym all the days I was supposed to, and I started physically working out more too. But let's jump straight into it. So Monday, the gym had a new set, and I primarily just worked on sending everything, got everything but one problem. And really the only reason I didn't get that problem was because the lower half is like a really flexible start. I think I need to like stretch a lot more. If I really want to get it, just really work on like that start. Past that, I think I can get it pretty easily. And then the other half of the session was on the kilter board. I didn't really send anything worth noting. Wasn't really a good send day on the kilter board, probably because I had a session before. But I did end up making pretty good progress on some of the projects. Because what I normally do is I'll set the filter on like V7 and up, and I'll just work on flashing everything I go through. I'll give myself like 3 attempts. If not, I'll just keep on moving on. Sometimes I'll just start at the top of the list again for the things I haven't sent. And for some of the projects, I've made a couple moves farther, kind of just figured it out, kind of just clicked in my head. So I'm happy with the progress. For the Wednesday session, well, I kind of got caught up with New Year's stuff, but I went the next day on Thursday, and of course on January 1st, most of the gyms were closed, so I went to the one gym that was open, which was Tacoma Edgeworks. I just kind of had some fun, didn't really trial too hard. Worked on some of the boulders they had there, then I spent the rest of the session on the kilter board. One thing I learned about the kilter board at Cirque, my normal gym, is that board is set pretty hard. A lot of the holds are like really small, pinchy, and like really compact. Whereas the universal kilter board is like really juggy, and I kind of wasn't expecting that. So when I went there, I was flashing V8s like they were like fucking nothing. I was pretty disappointed with myself in the bouldering area at Edgeworks though. There was this V7, had some pretty cool moves, had a really cool like heel hook start, and I got all the way to the very last move where they had some dual text little like crimp things. I'm holding on to it, and as I have my hand on the finish, that pan slips off and I end up falling off in my flash attempt. I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. I was so fucking close. But I ended up getting it my second try, so I just had to brush it and use more chalk, really. So unfortunately, tomorrow is Saturday, and I'm gonna be busy all day. I don't know if I have time to record tomorrow. Definitely not Sunday, so I'll just be saying what I'm gonna be doing. Is I'm going to be going to Seattle Bouldering Project. My goal is to get at least 2 or 3 white problems, work on a mint problem, and have some fun on the kilter board. Looking forward to it too, because I have a friend who's a regular there, and he's far better than I am, so usually like free beta and all the white problems there. This week's video isn't going to be very long. I didn't really get up to a whole bunch, but I am going to end this off with a question. So how much progress did you make as a climber this year? And what are your goals for next year? For me, it was becoming a consistent V9 climber and really working on having clean form. Clean form is super important to me, and I'm hoping that 2026 is going to be where I start sending V10s and start sending V9s like super cleanly. I'm also hoping to go outdoors more and send a lot more harder problems outdoors. So what outdoor project are you looking forward on getting this year? Let me know in the comments. Peace out.